Here is the weather forecast for August 11, 2013 by Natalie C. There are 3 high-pressure systems in the United States. They are located in Pennsylvania, Illinois, and Colorado. High-pressure systems can bring clear skies and the sun. A high-pressure system is a whirling mass of cool, dry air moving down. There are 5 low-pressure systems in the United States. They are located in Texas, Colorado, California, Nebraska, and Idaho. Low-pressure systems can bring lousy weather like clouds and rain. A low-pressure system is a whirling mass of warm, moist air moving up. Around the high and low-pressure systems are isobars, like this, these red lines. Inside the isobars are the same areas of pressure. If the pressure is above 1013 millibars, it is a high pressure. If it is below 1013 millibars, it is a low pressure. Now moving on to fronts. A front is an area where 2 air masses with different temperatures and densities collide but do not mix. A cold front, which looks like this, is a rapidly moving cold dense air mass. The cold air runs into a slow-moving warm less dense air mass. The cold air slides under the lighter warm air. Once it passes, there should be clear skies. A stationary front, which looks like this, is when cold and warm air meet, but neither one can move the other. They can bring snow, rain, and clouds. On the map, there is a cold front coming from Canada, which is going to hit Wisconsin and Minnesota. There are 2 stationary fronts on the map. One is across Montana, the top of Nebraska, and Iowa. The second stationary front is across Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia. Now moving on to temperature. As you can see, the maximum temperature map, all the states on the south coast and Arizona are 90 to 100 degrees. That is your high for today. In the middle of the United States, your high is going to be in the low 90s. That is the orange. And in the northeast and northwest, your high is going to be in the 70s, which is the yellow. Now on to the minimum temperature. In the southeast, on the coast, your low temperature for today is going to be in the 70s. In the light green, in the middle of the U.S., your low for today is low 70s also. On the top of the map, in the dark green, your low is going to be in the 60s. If you can see the green line moving up and down, that is the cause of jet stream winds blowing in different directions, which causes the temperatures to rise and drop. Next is precipitation. Precipitation is any form of liquid or solid water particles that fall from the atmosphere and reach the surface of the earth. As you can see, the map there is green. That means that it is raining. All that green. Rain is formed when water from the ground is evaporated into the sky and then condensed into clouds. Once the clouds get heavy enough, the rain will fall from the ground and then you would start the cycle all over again. There are a couple of areas on the map where you can see yellow. Like in the southeast, southwest, and northwest. You might be wondering why there is rain in these areas. when we talked about fronts, there was a stationary front right across the southeast area, which can bring rain. In the southeast area, you will be receiving about 0.1 inches to 1 inch. In the northwest, there is also a stationary front across the area which brought 2 inches to 0.1 inches of rain. Lastly, in the southwest, you will be receiving 1 inch to 0.1 inches of rain. Now on to air masses. Air masses are huge bodies of air that have similar temperature, humidity, and air pressure at any given height. Air masses are usually classified by their temperature and humidity. Maritime polar air masses are formed by the Pacific Ocean and bring cool, humid air to the west coast. Continental polar air masses are formed central and northern Canada and bring cold air to the central eastern U.S. Maritime tropical air masses are formed on the Pacific Ocean and bring warm, humid air to California and the west coast. Continental tropical air masses are formed south and bring hot, dry air to the southern plains. That was the end of my weather forecast. Hope you enjoyed.